Hello, beautiful Libra. Welcome to your reading. Today we're going to look into what's coming your way within the next 3 months. We're going to start by pulling your symbols, then I'm going to jump into your coffee cup. And at the end, we're going to see what tarot has to say, what are the shadow aspects, the past, present, future. And I also want to pull a month as a number and an astral house as the subject of this next 3 months. By the way, if you have been here for a while and haven't subscribed already, go ahead and hit subscribe and join this beautiful soul community. We have teardrops, great personal sorrow. Okay. Maybe something is going to upset you during this time. Protection from a powerful friend during that time as well. Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. This actually makes a lot of sense because I feel like some of you might be going through maybe hard times starting this next 3 months with the teardrops or something that is upsetting you. And that's why, this can be family related. But I see here, wow, okay, this is not even a good thing. Teardrops, it says some things are going to change about the family situation, or maybe this can be your romantic situation is going to be changing. But you have to let go of a part of you. Yeah, this is romantic, that belong to the past, okay? This is not going to be who you were in a relationship. It can be maybe if you have been through traumatic stuff and hurtful stuff. This is going to be a new happy family environment, a lot of opportunity. Who you are is supported fully, but this can also bring this kind of like a abandonment depression because it's not going to be what you used to, that drama. That can create this kind of like the teardrops. I feel maybe a nostalgia, feeling nostalgic about the past and having a hard time letting go. And maybe you're feeling those fears of the past again, but that you're in a secure relationship or a secure environment that doesn't support that. That can be like a conflict, inner conflict, I feel. But overall, a support coming from a powerful friend. And even if you have this inner conflict, I feel like Bull is also suggesting you do not back down. Do not go back to the old patterns, the old people, the people who hurt you before. Do not go back to those ideas. Do not make them like, oh, it was cute, even though it was painful. Okay? So what else we have? Birth or conception of a child or enterprise or a new relationship. I feel like this can be even healing your relationship with your own self. We have weeping willow, again, family sorrow. So it can be also something in the family. Maybe you feeling this way caused by a family person or a family member. You might be also maybe feeling upset about them, angry about them, also forgiving them at the same time. That can be a conflict right there for you. We have a bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. So I feel like this bridge can be separate than that. July is number 7. Number 7 is about knowledge, and also it's a lucky number. So it seems like even though it's like in a family environment, or maybe who you have in the family, it's not going right. It actually on the background, everything is going the right direction. Okay, you're successfully overcoming the problems. And in the July, you can see the waves are beautiful right here and all colorful, which is going to be colorful, multi-dimensional solutions are coming forth. Okay, let's see what the coffee cup has to say during these times. I see someone in your heart walking away as well. And I feel like you can be detaching from someone's energy. Okay, there are 2 tears of joy coming within the first month. There's a pathway opening. And it's leading you to another, okay, this is very clear. This pathway is something new that you want to explore. It's a very light energy outside your comfort zone. Pathway can represent a course that you want to take, or something gives you joy, or maybe something you always wanted to do that you go explore that. And it's a new baby, represents that. What happens there is it's leading towards an abundant, resourceful pathway. Okay, for example, maybe there's always an instrument you wanted to play and it's lightly, you're not putting too much pressure on yourself. You're starting to do that, and that can lead you, maybe you becoming a part of a band. Okay, or that can be maybe you have amazing voice, but it's not trained. You start training that. It can create you a teaching channel on YouTube or something like that. Okay, but these are all examples. I see letter E here. E can mean the relate in the name of maybe a city that you want to move. Maybe you're going to get an offer from there. It can be connected or disconnected as well, because sometimes an environment calls you to inspire you so you can do something else with that inspiration energy. I see there's a chunk of money within the first month also coming forward. For some of you, maybe towards the end of the first month, it's a good chunk of money. And I see that you are on top of it here. This kind of looks like a dog's face, kind of reminds me Snoopy. I think this was not the Snoopy, Goofy from Mickey Mouse Funhouse. And behind him, he has an Hierophant here. Hierophant symbolizes spiritual authority. I feel like, oh, there's a massive carrot and this Hierophant is looking at as well. Carrot is an opportunity. Opportunity can be something solid that you can touch and you can go after. Opportunity can be a moment of clarity you will have. Maybe like epiphany coming to you. Okay, if I stay in the state of being, stay calm, cool, collected, if I stay hopeful, you're gonna become the authority in your own reality. And then is this going to bring that fun, supportive friend, which maybe you're going to create this chunk of money together, or you might already get something. They might help you manage it, okay, if you have like fears. But overall, I see here someone wearing a cloak and who has like a magic wand. He has the dog. This kind of looks like goat to me as well, which is your resilience, not backing down. And the carrot is the opportunity coming that you're using it very carefully. Brings this massive abundance resource into your life, okay? And I feel like you're not going to use it right away. You're going to tuck it away because it's just you grab it right away and then just clear it out of the way. You're not really putting into something like purchasing a new TV or anything like that. I feel like you might actually put it in something valuable or something gains value, and or put it away somewhere that, because it turns into a sunshine for you. Okay, when you put it away, when you actually just wait for the time to come, not right away, maybe within the third month, there's a cup offer, there's something that brings more value coming into your life. This is not the material part of your reading, but I feel like this is going to be your emotional situation is going to affect also your material success. Okay, I even see there's a chunk of money in your heart space here too. We have one cup here right next to number 3. 3 is creativity, optimism. So overall, the challenge for you within this next 3 months is to keep things positive rather than focusing on what's not working, focusing on what's truly working. And even if it's tragic, even if it's hard to let go of the past, letting it go. This might mean that if you feel anger towards someone, maybe someone currently in your life, you need to look inside, okay, why this person is angering you, okay? Because world is a reflection of what's inside of us most of the time. Sometimes things happen just to happen. It's not 100% all the time messages coming to us, but sometimes there are clear messages that we ignore. I feel like here within the second month, you're going to have clarity of why certain things happened. If you're wondering why things are going in a certain way, I see number 5 here because something might be also pushing you towards a new adventure. Maybe you have stayed in your comfort zone for a very long time. That's why this will require you to actually get out of that comfort zone. And that's why these events are happening in that way, coming to you with a small offer, you're going after it, and this is going to open up other doorways for you. This can even be something pushing you to travel to a new place, and maybe you're taking it as like, I don't want to go there, but that place might have a gem, very valuable gem for you. The third month, there's a cup showing up. There is also a volcano. Volcano is ready to erupt, and we have a person here riding a horse. Maybe there are 2 horses inside of a volcano. Volcano is something that maybe you're passionate about, or an environment of passion. This can be a new job environment, but horse tells me that this is your wish fulfillment. This is what you desire to have already. So you're going to be fitting in this space perfectly. Another thing here is volcano is like I interpret it as a building, maybe a living situation, a home, a work environment, a physical place that you're going to be stepping in, which you will enjoy very much. Some of you, for this can be like a yoga class, okay? But I feel like the volcano is overall about a building, entering inside of a building that will support you, okay? This is like the path is leading you there, so it's not something you should be looking for. The path can be leading, maybe even it's like your next door, something is opening up that you need to go you don't have to, but maybe you might want to. If you're avoiding this kind of desires of yours, go ahead and explore it. This kind of reminds me of the Grand Canyon forms, like this. Maybe even if we don't name it as a volcano, we can see it as like a canyon, a rock in the canyon, and there's a face here. Okay, there's like a grumpy face. I don't know if you can see like the mouth right there, the eyes. Kind of looks like this person's wearing a mask, and this can also reveal to you maybe someone you think that they're angry at you or grumpy or maybe negative personality. I feel like you might start to understand maybe this is their nature. It's not special, something special to you, and they're going to be lovely with you if you can approach them. This can be about maybe a boss that you have, don't want to ask for a promotion. Something is going to be revealed to you, bring this like a new horizon, basically. You can see the new horizon opening up here when you realize, oh, it's not what I see it is, okay? There's a small pathway within the third month, beginning and the ending. And I feel like these are for pleasure, that maybe you might explore some things outside of your comfort zone. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind. I saw the crescent moon right here. I see someone sitting in front of a table. There's a dog again, the third dog or the fourth dog in your reading, which is a very positive omen here. Your desires has some time, but it's coming forward, okay? And another thing I feel, there's a roof right there. If some of you are planning to buy a home, maybe towards the end of the third month, you might start to get clarity about it, or clarity about where you want it to be, how you want it to be, or maybe starting to get the signs and symbols of, okay, where you want it, or what kind of a place that you want, or what home feels like to you. It's going to like appear and then it just disappeared. I feel like this is something comes and goes time to time to you as an idea. Okay, that's why it's worth to keep a note of it, because everything we written down actually tends to happen. I see your energy field is expanding. There's a bird right here on a branch. Bird might be someone actually sending you some good news. And I see a duck right there holding a little knife. Knife can be a little bit hostile attitude, but because the duck is inside of your area, I see a letter M, as in Matthew, Mary, Amanda, can be their first name or the last name. So this can be someone masculine, feminine, doesn't matter, but I feel with a knife, this person is like shielding up for you to protect you for something within the third month, okay? So it's a positive thing, even though it sounds like, oh, wow, what's that? Who's that person? This person is someone very overprotective of you. Maybe you don't even realize and recognize that they're protective of you, but it seems like they're gonna be really helping you protect your boundaries, okay? Or maybe your something that you have in your hand right now. Let's dive into the tarot now. I want to go by month and look into the past and then the present energies of each month. If we need clarification, we get the clarifiers. At the end, we have some coaching and affirmation. And I have this Akashic Tarot. It's a really complicated deck for me to understand, but we're going to pull something for you and to see what it says. Seems like the past effect of the first month, you have been, maybe some of you have been living your dream or manifesting your dream. Star means your wish fulfillment. Your dreams are coming to life. And or this can be actively you focusing on what you want to get, okay, within the first month period. This is the past effects of it. And it seems like the universe is ready to deliver. Okay, but the most important part is minding your own business. What she's doing is she's like, what pulling the water, watering the seeds over here. So she's focused on the outcome she desires rather than focusing on what she doesn't have in front of her, like mental struggles, or maybe you have a phone call that bothered you, but it's in your mind all the time. You keep repeating, but you already have things that you need to take care of in front of you. This is the past effects. But the thing is, though, the more you focus on what you desire, the new beginnings, the growth, and new seeds are going to start appearing. This is what you should be doing in the moment, focusing on what you're passionate about. We have here in the future, okay, a very overthinking, self-doubt coming in. This can be a pattern in your life. That's why it's showing up here within the first month. This can be also something that you need to focus in order to clear out. Okay, I see there's a heartbreak that happened in the past in this situation. Maybe you tried something love related, passion related, or money related. You tried some things in the past and it didn't work out the way you wanted to be, and you're wishing these, like, you're not wishing, but you are expecting it to end up in that way. That's why you're going through the self-doubt. But in the present moment, there are wish fulfillment. So if you can focus on what's going on in the moment, you already have the evidence of that you're very successful. What comes in the future is this dream is going to come true. And recently I actually read a description of Two of Pentacles, and it was telling me that making your dreams come true, like hustle, not in the negative sense, but in the sense of, okay, I can do this and I'm doing it. Energy here comes forward. I feel like the more you focus on what is already you have accomplished, you have in your hand, you're going to be able to in the future bypass that, like, is it going to work out or not? Doubt energy. Okay, let's see the second month, what we have, the past effects of it. Okay, we have Queen of Pentacles, abundant, generous, comfortable. So it seems like the more you are creating good stuff for yourself, it's going to be the evidence that how resourceful you were in the past and how you can create a better future. We have the present moment of the second month is you might see a little struggle, lack, having insecurity, even though you keep looking at the past and thinking, I had done things, why is it not working? I want to see what the mindset here. Okay, you might have support from someone in the past, and this person might have pulled the support away. The Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy here. Maybe that's why you're feeling like, oh, no, they left me in ambiguous times. They left me out in the cold or in the dark. Now I don't know what to do. The Ace of Wands again. It seems like here, this again, gut feeling that you need to trust, because this person might not be supporting you because there's something better waiting for you in the future. Or maybe that gentle attitude is not really going to work any further in the future. That's why you need to focus more on that gut feeling, signs around you, even though you don't see what's going to happen next, but eventually the sun is coming up. And in the future of that endeavor is we have the Ace of Wands, which is a new passion. Yes, you're going to go for something new here. We have Knight of Wands as the future outcome of that month, which is you stepping into a new, your heart's desire, basically, with enthusiasm, courage, and confidence. Okay, so overall I see here, doesn't matter present or the future, you get to experience a little bit, like whenever the lack comes in, you experience the sadness. Whenever the fear comes in, you experience the fear. Overall, though, it's self-work helps you get over that. Maybe, but I don't mean self-work all by yourself. You might be getting some support from highly intuitive people, or we have here again Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio with the Nine of Cups, like someone that really shows you and points out what you already have as a blessing. When it comes to third month, we start with the effects of the past, the positive stuff. Again, I feel like here the past energies, in the sense of what you experience here in the future is affecting the past of the future. Kind of like, I don't know if that makes sense. Like the second month, you're ending it on a top note. So you're starting the third in a top note as well, like focusing on self-love, loving yourself, romanticizing your life, which is going to attract more of that. We have here, you might have a lot of options within the third month, or a lot of things on your plate, because it seems like whatever you touch actually is gonna start turning to gold. This might split you up into multiple things, and that can create the confusion. and clarity. Actually, the sword, your energy, Libra, and is all about logic and being clear decisions. However, Libras tend to have this kind of like hard time to choose which one is the most positive and beneficial, like because if you have multiple things that looks very beneficial in the future, you might get stuck in that kind of like, which one should I choose, and not choosing anything, and then like procrastinating energy. What happens here, the best tip that I heard, I think from Brian Tracy, he says, write a list of 100 things that you want to accomplish and look at all of them. If you would have one of them tomorrow, which one you would choose? Which one would you choose? Choose that one and start working on it tomorrow, okay? Like, or today, he says. And that will also attract the other stuff, for the opportunities for other things that you desire to. And yes, you do. In the future, we have the Magician energy, which is looking beautiful here. Magician is one of the most powerful cards because I love that, because it means your words is your wand, and the full confidence comes into you that whatever I touch will turn to gold, and you're already doing that. So you will focus on with one magic wand and one what's that in the Harry Potter movies, what they say, one spell at a time. Like, they don't try to make 5 spells at once, they just one spell at a time. And spelling can be also writing down your desires and starting to plan those out. And then what happens is the power of magic, ritual, manifestation, or divine powers, or maybe even logical thinking will really open up the pathways and bring you the solutions for these stuff. Okay, I want to pull the Akashic Tarot card first. This one is not like classic tarot. It has kind of its suits, but the suits are not really related to the regular tarot. So we're gonna get some help from the guidebook. Okay, let's see what you have here. Okay, I love, well, this is one of the cards I just read. The meaning: will, wisdom, and mind coming together, all the forces of the divine. And you're going to be utilizing all of them in this next 3 months. And I actually taken notes with this the other day. Let's see what the number 20 we have. This card brings with it a time of enormous power, balance, and expression. Kind of reminds me of like the Magician here, has all the tools in his hand. The first 3 rays of the energies of the divine move within you equally. Power and will, love and wisdom, and intellect or mind. You're working intimately, even if you're not conscious of it, with the ascended masters who are linked to these energies. With the gold crown raised high, you're likely to find yourself in a significant position of authority and influence at this time. It's likely to be a phase of great activity, but you can handle it. With these powers in play, you're able to discipline yourself to bring together the meditation, creativity, the rest, and the action required. And take advantage of this time and use these powers well. They're nothing less than divine forces moving through you so that you can manifest their power in the world. Basically, there's a great channeling happening for you, Libra. And you might call upon these powers, or like it says, maybe unconsciously you're already using them. And during this time, you're going to really create change in your life. And it can also affect, it is going to affect a lot of other people's energy as well. Let's see your life coaching advice here. We have rejoicing. You have learned how to make the most out of life, basically. 9 of Cups just told me, like kind of told me that you need to focus more on the things that you love, you already have, which is going to have a multiplying effect and bring more of the things that you desire. You already have, like, this 3 months is going to be maybe taking charge, like a great charge and a great power. Your affirmation: I accept I cannot save everyone. I choose to help those who are open to assistance. Also, this is an extra plus here because it seems like you're going to have a lot of power, influence around you. But if you keep focusing on the ones that want to go away, that's why I feel like 10 of Swords came up. If you focus on them, if you want to pull them back in, but when they're leaving, if you're feeling sad, you're just going to give your power away. Focus more on who's there, who wants to be attended by you, or who wants to help by you, or who wants to be around to just receive your energy, not really demanding, okay? So that's going to be another thing that you should pay attention to. All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to leave some more videos for you to enjoy, and I wish you a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.